Hi there everybody and welcome to another video. This is RC Adventures UK. In today's video I'm going to be taking out my budget 1/10 scale Nitro truck. But before I can do that, there's some repairs that need to be done. So in today's video you'll see me replace the spur gear on this ACME Nitro monster truck, fit a new shell. I've got an older shell that I want to fit onto this stadium truck, and then we'll fire it up, take it out and see how it performs. Really classic piece of Nitro history here is the ACME Conquistador. Quite a tricky one to say. This was in production about 10 to 15 years ago, no longer available. Quite difficult to find parts. So I'm really pleased to have found a spur gear that I can fit onto this truck, get it out and see how it performs. So come on in, have a look at the bits that we've got and let's get it going. Okay, let's have a look at this ACME Nitro monster truck. 1/10 scale. Really great condition for its age. Tyres are in first class condition. The whole chassis is in first class condition. You might see one of my previous videos where I got the engine up and running. It did run away a little bit, but that was my error. Carb was open as I hit the pull start, and yeah, it took me a few minutes to realise actually what had happened. But what I did notice pretty soon after I purchased it, before I'd even started to get it up and running, is that the spur gear, might not see it on the camera there, is well chewed up. So it took me a little while to find some spare parts because they are quite difficult to come by. But eventually found this part from RC Scrapyard. Sells loads of spare parts on eBay. It is a 3D printed spur gear. This is the first time I will have tried to use a 3D printed component part. A little bit concerned as it's right in this high stress area. But I've seen mixed reviews. Some people say they work really well. Some people have had issues with them in the past. So that'll be really interesting to see once we get it fitted how it does perform with the engine running. So without further ado, I'll switch you over to a bit of a time lapse and see how we can get this spur gear fitted. So after some rather uncomfortable spanner work, we've got it back together. Got no instruction manual, but the concept should have been pretty standard. But I think with some of these cheap trucks, which the ACME trucks are of the budget end, things just are thrown together and maintenance can be a bit of a challenge. So we've got the new spur gear in. The mesh actually feels pretty good. I'm really surprised and hopeful. So that's all good. A few difficulties in actually disassembly of the housing where the spur gear is, and then these the centre drive shaft, two dog bounds that come left and right from me. Very tricky to actually get access without stripping it all out. and it's one of those, in hindsight, it might have been easier to strip it down and then get it back together. But it's back together now. The mesh is all really working well. So time to power it up and check that everything is working. Okay, so there we go. Body is now fitted. Post holes are now drilled. Got some body clips on, just ones I had in the garage. But yeah, so overall, I think that body, it's got a classic retro feel. Now, I'm not oblivious to the fact that it's not going to be very strong. Plenty of hard plastic. But yeah, I think it's going to be good fun. We'll see how it survives. The RC car it came off definitely will not be, it was not intended to travel at the speeds that this will travel. Although it won't be that quick. I'm probably thinking about 30 miles an hour, probably max speed for this. To find the right spots to drill underneath the body shell, loads of videos on YouTube, love it. Just used some Play-Doh, pushed on the underside of the body shell, gently push the body shell down onto the posts, and then drill through a couple of pilot holes and follow up with the appropriate sized holes for the body posts. So yeah, really simple process. Okay, so I'm going to hold it there, and next time you see this, we'll be out giving it a run. So stay tuned for the end of the video. Okay, really quick summary on the ACME Conquistador. Now that we've had it up and running, yeah, really happy with how it performed. Multiple problems to fix, mainly due to the quality and age. A couple of plastic bits broke when it went out for my first test. Servo horn broke, very, very brittle plastic. But brought it back, changed it, and it's been fine. So you will have seen in the video there, it running really well. It does, tilt and sway around a bit. Suspension's very, very soft, but I'm very happy with the way it looks with this old Radio Shack Black Phantom 2 body shell on it. So overall, really pleased. Onto the shelf now and take it out for a run just to keep it ticking over. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video, drop any comments in about anything you know about this truck, anything you know about this very old Radio Shack Black Phantom 2. Be really interested to hear your experiences with these vehicles, and yeah, come along again.